Guys, it's me, Victoria, and I'd like to talk about how haters go too far, just a little too far. And by a little, I mean a lot, like way too far, actually. Recently, it was yesterday actually, a video went up about the Woodstock Fruit Festival. It was supposed to be a parody. It was supposed to be funny, but it wasn't. And my picture was actually up there on the thumbnail photo with Hitler, a mass murderer that killed my family, my husband's family, and 6 million other Jews. So I'm Jewish and I'm up there with Hitler, and I'm a mother of 3 and I give to charities, I'm a good person, and yet my picture is up there with a mass murderer who killed my people. So, anything funny about that? Not really. But then you got all these people laughing, saying, "LOL, that was the funniest thing." First of all, it wasn't even funny. It wasn't even remotely funny. And I have got a sense of humor. I am not politically correct, so I could definitely a lot of things just get off my back. I am not at all picky. But when it comes to Hitler, yeah, that's when I get a little bit picky. When my name and my face is associated with somebody who killed 6 million Jews. Yeah, I don't know, call me crazy, but that's where my threshold yeah. So, this is a major setback for vegans. I don't know if you understand. It's just what you guys want to see, because if it is, then you should just keep allowing it. I think meat eaters are loving the fact that he looks like a psychopath, because it just makes vegans look like idiots. But anyway, that's your call. I'm not going to really say their name because I don't want to ever give them any clout. But if you want, you can message me on Facebook under Victoria Arnstein. I'd be glad to tell you. You can go check it out and maybe tell them something. Anyway, they removed my comments, and they weren't even mean. My comments were stating that my family was killed along with 6 million other Jews, and that my face was up there, and that wasn't cool. Well, those were all taken down, and I just kept adding that to, before that I was adding it to people's comments. They were like, "LOL, that was so funny," and I was like, "Really? It's funny that you're laughing, because it's kind of disturbing, actually." They were making fun of the Woodstock Fruit Festival. People that didn't even talk to them or attack them at all were being completely humiliated, and I don't know, do vegans like that? Because there were vegans that had their names were actually vegan blah 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 in the comments, and they were laughing. Is it funny? Is it funny to publicly humiliate somebody like that? Is it funny to talk about the KKK to a black person? Is it, or even a Jew, because they hate Jews too? Is it funny to make a parody about an association with a Woodstock Fruit Festival which saves lives, like the animals and the planet, and people that have diabetes and have been saved through diseases, and they've gotten saved because of the Woodstock Fruit Festival, or maybe they met their spouse, or maybe they met friends for life. I just posted something on Facebook on a few pages asking if anybody has met anyone that they're still in contact today, and a lot of people said yes, and a lot of people didn't write anything, but I know they did. They made connections for life. So a place like that, an event that good, is being completely shambled by some guy that just wants it to be destroyed. And he's vegan. He claims to be vegan. So now I have no voice on his page. So that, to me, they claim that they love freedom of speech, but I can't even talk because they completely banned me from writing a comment. They claim that it was in spam, but I still can't write a comment, so that's weird. And they said, and now that I'm saying that the animals that they care for are also oppressed and have no voices. And so how is that different from me not being able to speak up? I didn't say anything mean. And what are they afraid of? Exactly. Did they do something wrong? I don't know. So they knew it was going to be controversial. It's clickbait, but it's not enough to make big money. I don't know what they're doing. They're still asking for donations from people. They are living in Colombia at their mother's house, and they really are desperate. But this is not okay. This is going too far. This went too far. And he's asking for a public apology. I did apologize. That's the funny thing. I don't even know why I apologized. But now that ship has sailed. That is over. I will never apologize to the psychopath. Like, ever. Like, before I was like, okay, you were hurt. Maybe I was understanding. Maybe I commented too quickly in haste. I even made a video about it. But now, never. Never gonna happen. Never want anything to do with these people. Like, they're completely psychopathic to me, and they will go too far. And let me tell you something. Not only that, they have no dignity left, because now they're talking about herpes in their asshole and their mouth. Like, I don't know. Do you guys want to hang out with that? I don't want to hang out with that. They have no dignity left. They're like telling you everything, and they're blaming it on an event. And then the fact that, which is completely false, because the cake that we ate was not at the wedding, and they didn't even eat it. So that's the best part. And no one got herpes. But anyway, besides that, they felt the need to make fun of people that just were like, unbeknown to them, they had spy cameras. So like, if they go to like another festival, like the Thai festival, I think they're calling it the Thai Fruit Festival for some reason. But anyway, they're going to that festival. Well, watch out, guys. Like, if you're going to be there, these guys are like, no joke. They're going to be like spying on you. They look friendly. They do. They look really friendly, and they might even act friendly with you, but then they turn on you. So that's the scariest kind of person to be around. At least with an enemy, you know to avoid them. But these people befriend you, and then they screw you in the end. So that's like something you might want to look out for. Okay, and like I said, message me. I will tell you who they are, just to give you that warning, because I'm nice like that. But I'm not going to promote them at all on my channel. I don't care for them. I want nothing to do with these weirdos. And yeah, so that's going too far, okay? And now, Harley Durian Rider once made a video with the same clip of Hitler yelling like crazy, but he was making fun of himself. He was making fun of himself that Hitler didn't want him. And it was like a different kind of parody. But even that was borderline offensive. Like I said, I'm politically incorrect. I am not offended by a lot of things. My husband and my son just went to Auschwitz in Poland on the way to a business trip. They went for 6 hours. And it was devastating to them. It wasn't even a century ago, and they saw the most horrific things ever. A room full of shoes of children, from the ground to the ceiling. They went to the only gas chamber that was left, because they destroyed all the others when they were going to be found out. And they went in alive and came out alive. But the people that perished, they never came out. And just so you know, they didn't die right away either. They took about 25 minutes for the gas to actually kill them, and they saw their children die in front of them, and they saw their children vomiting all over the place. If this doesn't hit you, maybe Google it. Maybe you should just Google the Holocaust, concentration camps, what really happened, human hair. These people had no clue. They thought they were going to get jobs. They were fooled. Like, give me your email address. They wrote down their addresses thinking that they were going to get jobs. And they ended up on a train to concentration camps. And the people that had to build the actual concentration camps, the kids had no chance at all. They just killed those kids right away because they weren't any use for them. They took those big, strong men, and they had them actually build the gas chambers and the ovens so that their friends and family could die in them. So, is that funny? Is this funny to anybody? Is this like laughable? Is this enough to maybe have a voice and maybe say never forget? That's what Jews have to say. Never forget. Because things like this could happen again. There's a lot of anti-Semitism out there, and this is just going to get more hate towards Jews, and they didn't do anything to deserve it. They were just born. That's it. Children were killed in front of their parents. The torture that was involved. They had, maybe because people don't know, they had, and some people deny it, they've had, there's so much proof, by the way. There's just so much proof. There's Holocaust museums, you can go check it out. Maybe this is a way to tell you about what happened in the Holocaust, because I learned about it I didn't go to concentration camp, but I plan to. My son didn't learn about it that in depth, and neither did my husband, so I'm glad that they went so that they could see. This Holocaust museum showing proof, but the proof was that if we forget, this could happen again. And the fact that there was such a disconnect with human beings and Jews, and they literally were brainwashed that human beings were rats to them. Jews were no different from rats. And the horror that went on, there was a doctor that actually didn't use anesthesia for anything, just kept pulling people's teeth out or cutting their ear, much like what happens in a factory farm today. But vegans are laughing at this parody about the Woodstock Fruit Festival that's saving lives, the planet, and the animals. I don't know. Bit of a disconnect on that one. So, if you were one of the few people that laughed at this parody, maybe you want to take down your comment, or maybe, just maybe, you want to tell these fools to stop. Just stop. If they could do this, they could do anything. And they are lethal. I don't know where they're welcome. I have no idea who wants them right now, but I would beware and I would be scared to ever associate with these psychopaths. All right, everyone, take care.